Hello and welcome to Movies with My Dad, the podcast where I, film critic Tina Kakadelis, take my dad Stratis to the movies. This week we saw the Fantastic Four: First Steps, directed by Matt Shakman, starring Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, and a Silver Surfer. Join us on the spoiler-filled car ride home.
Fantastic Four.
I don't think you have the copyrights for that.
It was a horror. Sorry. I'll say this. It's hard to make a good movie. How about that?
You're going beyond just it's hard to make a good Fantastic Four movie?
It's hard to
It's just hard to make a good movie.
So, I have a few questions, but not many. What do we see, Tina?
You already sang their little song. Watch that car.
I see him.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Fantastic Four: First Steps.
First Step. So.
First step? Singular, maybe? I don't know. Nature is nature's healing. I hated a superhero movie again.
Oh, nature. I see what you're doing there. So, this is the first of this group?
Yes.
There wasn't a prequel or anything before this?
Okay, so back in my day, there's the
Chris
Evans.
I know there's other Fantastic Fours.
No, this is the first.
Of this.
This is
so
why
they just
it's the
literally
first step.
did that first 10 minutes of
I
setting
like that,
up.
Though.
Yes, but it felt like they were flashbacking to another movie or something.
No.
I didn't realize they just jumped
shot
straight into this.
Yeah. Which I enjoyed. I think that was a really smart.
I think they left it. They didn't give enough detail. If you don't know who Fantastic Four is,
I don't think that's the problem this movie
has. That is not the problem this movie has.
Look, what I will say, production.
What will you say?
Production design.
Oh, phenomenal!
Oh my gosh, do I want to live in that world?
Yes.
Holy moly!
That needs to be a theme park by itself. Yes.
I love all the mid-century modern everything. I loved it. I loved that even though the world is coming to an end,
retro-future 60s.
Yeah, they still wanted to make a Fantastic Four Brandon baby carrier. Like, the world is ending. They're on a time crunch, and Mr. Fantastic was like, no, don't worry. It's still going to be branded. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's,
so many problems.
Okay, the Fantastic Four are some of your favorites, correct?
No. Not at all.
Great.
Sorry.
Then why did you make me read those as a kid?
Fantastic Four?
Yeah.
I was always a DC comic book guy, not a Marvel guy.
Yeah, but you said, here's the Fantastic Four.
We probably picked it up somewhere for free on Comic Book Day, and I gave it to you.
Okay, so what are your questions then?
Well, let me just start off with an observation.
Okay.
I'll just dig right into it, because this is about all I have, because I slept through a third of it.
Well, that's because it was the most quiet movie theater I've ever experienced.
I slept through the action scenes. That's a problem. But I felt like the entire movie was... You know how, like, in superhero movies, there's always that scene, usually near the end, where the heroes have a meaningful speech and everything's dramatic and they just want to get a point across to you and rile you up and make you well up inside you and let's go, right?
Yeah.
That was the entire movie.
I didn't feel that way.
No. In a subtle way, right? There was no humanity in it. It was all that one kind of speech, a bland version of a rousing speech, if that makes any sense in the world.
Oh my God, no.
Okay.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
They were so serious about themselves and then so low-key about it.
It did never... It never felt like...
It never played a tune. How about that?
No, I think you're losing it even further. I do agree that I never really felt any real sense
to anyone.
What do you... I'm just trying... I never felt any real sense of danger.
Oh.
Like, I never felt like all hope was lost.
I never cared about anyone. I wanted the planet to die. It was fine that... What was it? Monstro? Destro? What was the... Galactus with his planet-eating machine, which nobody explained why Galactus needs to eat up planets.
That bothered you? No, he just needs
I
it to
thought maybe
survive.
I
He's
fell
hungry.
asleep somewhere.
He's hungry.
But he's not eating it. The machine is eating it. He's separate.
No, that's why he's locked into it. Those little
He's got to drive
tubes
it.
on the back.
Oh, I missed
It
that.
feeds
I
into
literally started falling asleep in like the dramatic action scene, that Midway one, when
The what?
they're blowing up after they transport over there and meet Galactus and they fight him in wherever he is, a galaxy away.
Oh, you mean when she's actively in labor in space?
Yes. I sort of woke back up when I saw that, but I really could not care enough to stay awake through that.
I think that everybody... I can't say a single bad thing about Vanessa Kirby. I love Vanessa Kirby so much. I think she was doing the best she could. But everybody else felt kind of like really stiff to me.
Oh. And I don't know, maybe Pedro Pascal spent way too much time trying to have an American accent that he took all of his acting ability
pretty sure
and sucked it out of him.
He doesn't have an accent, Dad.
No, I said he has an American accent.
He has an American accent.
No, he doesn't. He's South American. He has an accent.
He doesn't have a strong accent.
No, but he
and
went.
He's played
he went
plenty of American roles before.
Has. But it's so Midwestern flat in his delivery.
The things that you're picking out to have problems with are fascinating.
I could just keep finding him.
Well, keep going. You love space. How did you feel about space's portrayal in the film?
Oh, you haven't asked me that in a long time.
Well, we haven't gone to space in a while.
I fell asleep through most of the space part.
Oh my gosh.
I guess you didn't. I guess I didn't snore.
You didn't snore.
Well, that's good. So I kept it together.
Because everyone in the theater would have heard it. Because it was a small theater and silent.
Oh.
Nobody laughed at any of the weird jokes.
Was there a joke?
They tried a couple times.
Really? I missed...
Johnny is always the comedic.
Johnny the fire guy?
Yeah, Dad.
Okay. How come everyone gets to be human form?
Except Ben?
The Thing, right? He's the Thing.
Yeah, but his name is Ben.
Yeah, fine. I liked his beard. That was cool.
Oh, okay.
And what... I guess they're going to use her later?
The Silver Surfer?
No, I realize. Isn't that the second movie we've seen with her in like
Julia
a week?
Garner?
Yeah,
she was in Weapons. She's the teacher in Weapons.
Right.
Yeah?
I didn't know. I thought that
Cash
was...
that check. This movie came out a month ago, so it's not like they're dueling at the box office.
No, they didn't make any use of Natasha Lyonne. Is that her name? I guess she'll be his love interest in a future movie.
Probably in Doomsday.
In Doomsday, yes.
Unfortunately.
All right. I don't know what else I can dislike about it, because I didn't like anything other than how beautiful the 60s
it's
look.
So I love retro-futurism. I love it so much, and the design of everything was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. That is what I think kept me going for most of it, is just to look at, except when they were in space. I was like, I do not care about this.
You have any memories of the early Fantastic Fours? The other movies?
You're talking about like from the early 2000s?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, Michelle and I
were they fun?
No.
Oh, so this is on brand?
I honestly don't remember if people like this movie or not, because it's, like I said, it's been about a month since it's come out. But notoriously, like, every Fantastic Four movie is actively bad. Oh. However, I do remember liking the first one, but maybe that's just because I was a child. And there was a guy who set himself on fire, and that was pretty cool. And Jessica Alba was there. Who played Mr.? I don't know. That's all I got. I never saw the second one. No, wait. I think there were two, with Chris Evans and Jessica Alba.
Wait, Chris Evans was in...
Chris Evans is the Johnny.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I think they did
I sort of remember that.
Yeah, and then I think they did a sequel, and they brought in Silver Surfer, and then it flopped. And then years later, Miles Teller and Kate Mara, I can only ever remember Sue and Johnny's actors, apparently, did another one, flopped, and then this is them trying again.
It seems like it has all the elements you need to make a really good movie. The characters, the superhero abilities are interesting.
Are they? They're kind of lame.
What do you mean? Stretchy Man?
Stretchy Man sucks.
And I don't know what... Sue? Is that her name?
Sue, yeah.
What is her power other than...
invisibility and force.
Balls of force.
And she can make a force field and things like that. This... Honestly, it all just boiled down to a very extreme version of, you know how they say that pregnant women or like moms can like lift up a car when the baby's trapped under it?
That's
that was
the entire
this.
movie. Yeah, you're right.
That was this.
They should put that on the bumper sticker.
What? That is crazy.
All right, give me anything on this, Tina.
I just gave it.
Is there any critic perspective on this?
I just feel like it's I don't know. Thunderbolts really brought me to a high of like, yeah, man, this is what superhero movies are for.
Well, even the first set of the new Marvel Universe ones, if you go all the way back with Captain America.
Okay, I did like the first
Right,
Captain America.
You did. And the first Iron Man
I
things.
I did not like that one.
I know, but they were still entertaining and interesting.
No, I wouldn't say that about that.
This one was so
But the
generic.
problem is that like I loved stylistically how they told the story. I loved how they tied in all of like the ABC broadcasts and like all of these other really interesting textual elements, and like I loved the footage that they shot of their first mission. Like gorgeous, so beautiful.
Yes, they
I
copied the 1960s NASA stuff.
They did it so well, and the style and the look of it I loved, but it really is just like a very soulless
It's a technical triumph.
I don't
with no soul.
feel confident in saying
well,
that.
Visual,
either.
technically.
No, because even then at certain parts, when you might have been asleep for this, but when she popped out the baby, that was the nastiest looking CGI baby I've ever seen.
Oh, I did see that. The thing looked like plastic baby.
Yeah. And then there was some...
Only when it was floating, and once it got into somebody's hand, it turned
right,
into a real baby.
It turned baby. But
what, they couldn't make the baby float?
I just like...
Hook him up with some wires and, harness and
if I had
float a baby
more
around?
energy, I think I would be really mad about the whole way that they dealt with the pregnancy and everything, and how they like kind of reduced Sue's whole role to just being a mom and not
she was
also
a mom
like
to
a
the
superhero.
Planet.
Okay.
Then she goes out and gives that, intense speech about.
Which this is the speech they should have gave 40 minutes ago when they got back.
Yes.
Instead,
we just wait for the entire Earth to like. Sacrifice your child, save us.
Right.
We don't care about you. After we just went through an hour of, we love you, you're the greatest ever.
I mean, that I believe, though.
They just
that I
boil
believe that
humans
people
down to nothing.
But I believe that people would do that. That was not outside the realm of possibility.
But then you don't believe that they would instantly, after one little speech, go, "Oh, you're right. We shouldn't kill your baby.
Well,
we're all in this together." Oh, High School Musical, Tina.
Should have brought High School Musical back to the big screen instead. I feel like... Oh, I was also kind of hoping at a certain point... I feel like some of my favorite parts of superhero movies, or like movies, Star Wars and things like that, are when they put the power in the hands of the people. And it's like the symbol of the superhero becomes the inspiration for people to forget their prejudices, forget everything, learn from it, and rise to the greater good and be the world global community that we should be.
Now you're talking like a critic.
Okay.
Excellent.
And when they started saying we're going to build all of these little transporter whatevers around the world and we need to work together as a country, I was like,
as a world.
Oh yeah, whatever. It's late. It was a long movie. I was like, okay, good. Then this is going to end the way that I wanted to. Humanity has come together. People are working together and doing something about it. And like they've been inspired by the Fantastic Four, and they are doing this because of Reed's mathematical equations, which the amount of times that man picked up a damn piece of chalk made me lose my mind. But then it just kind of fell into CGI slop again, and I was like, we've learned nothing.
Yeah.
Because it's
right.
the part
What's the lesson that they...
be a mom.
That's true. But superhero movies have always been about teaching youth a lesson.
Yeah.
Right? That's why you read them as a kid to understand right from
They're
wrong.
all morality
They're
plays.
all morality plays. And you're right. The only thing here was women care about their babies, and that's it.
Right, because
that's
even
all you can do, women.
Sue is supposed to be just as smart as Reed. Like,
Oh, really? Is she a scientist too?
They all are supposed to be.
No, Smash Man is.
He's
is
a pilot.
Is a pilot.
But you
Doesn't
still
make him
have
a
to have.
scientist.
Yeah,
it's a long way away from.
He was calculating some stuff. I don't know. It just. I think these movies, these archetypal heroic movies, are at their best when they are inspiring people to learn and embrace people who are different than them and learn that greatness lives within them. And I think when we forget that, we are losing the whole point of these movies. And I think we lose it even more when we don't even have fight sequences that are interesting.
And if you can't do that, make it fun and make it a ride.
Sure.
You know, let's have fun on this. But this was taking itself too seriously. I was bored and I couldn't feel for any of these people and the ride.
No, but that
normally I'm a sucker for when you try to well up emotions and things.
I've cried in far too many movies than I'm willing to admit. I cried in that Venom movie. Venom made me cry.
Venom. Have you still seen the first one? You need to see the first one.
With what time?
Find the time for Venom.
Gosh, I just
highly recommend that movie.
For sure. But
what's disappointing is we weren't supposed to see this movie either. I think we would have much more fun in the other movie.
You were in charge and you picked this.
I was, but
this is also the second time that I've watched a movie where you see Vanessa Kirby going into labor and then giving birth in the same scene. In like a small confined space in an unexpected situation that is kind of out of the blue.
Is she being typecast? Is that what you're saying?
Maybe. It is a skill. I will say her other pregnancy birth scene was much better than this one.
So I woke up when the kid was floating. So what was the pregnancy scene?
She's just floating and then just kind of like screaming. And I say this again with love and respect. And I do think that Vanessa Kirby deserves an Oscar for the
birthing scenes?
In Pieces of a Woman, yes, absolutely. Okay. She's phenomenal in that one. It's an uncut 30-minute scene of her going into labor and then, spoiler alert, losing the child. So
that's why they hired her for this movie.
Well, but what I'm saying is, with all due respect, she sounded like she was in a sex scene when she was giving birth. It was crazy sounds she was making.
How in the world did I miss that?
Because the rest was just so boring. And then they were like slingshotting around a black hole, and I was like, okay. And now there's a baby. Franklin, also a crazy name.
It's Franklin? I thought it was Hamilton.
Are you joking?
No, I didn't pay enough attention.
Well,
it's not Hamilton?
No, it's Franklin.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what. And then they looked at like Ben and Johnny, like Franklin was supposed to mean something. And then I was like, Ben Franklin? Like, what did we do? Johnny Franklin? I don't know. Okay, we're home. How many little Herbie robots? Because he's my boy. He's a cutie.
He was okay, but he didn't even have much.
No, he didn't have much to do, but I loved him.
Hey, I mean, you create a character like that.
Well, I think he existed in the comic book.
No, I mean, you have a character like that and you don't use it.
And I believe he was a puppet.
Oh, I can see that. It was practical, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Again, a lovely choice.
I'm only giving it 1 for the visuals.
Yeah.
That's it. And you might just get away with...
maybe 1.5 for Vanessa Kirby's hair
If I had seen it, I would know.
No, I'm not talking about that scene. I'm talking about whoever was in charge of her hairstyling. Phenomenal job they did.
Okay,
well, that was great.
Well, now you have to sing the theme again.
Never.
You have to end it with that.
We don't have the rights. Disney is litigious.
You're literally saying the words. I don't think that counts as singing.
And Disney is litigious. You wouldn't say slutty little glasses, so this is my...
No, I will not.
And so this is my hill.
Good night, Tina.
Good night. That's it for this week's episode of Movies with My Dad. You can find all of our episodes on movieswithmydad.com or the streaming platform of your choosing. You can also send us an email at movieswithmydadpod@gmail.com. My dad is desperate to hear from you. You can find me, Tina, on Blue Sky at Tina Cacadelis or on Letterboxd at Tina_DOCX. You can find my dad at the local Lowe's. Tune in next week when we head back to the movies.